The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome to Coffee with Marcus, and you're probably wondering who is this female voice? Well, this is Liz, and I'm here to welcome you to coffee because we have something extra special for you today. Let me know, please, in the question panel
Yeah,
if you can hear me.
yeah. I mean, just compare this to RGLD.
All right, what you're hearing now is Marcus in the
Yeah,
middle of our
this is
special
trending.
mastermind, and we are going to let you peek in on what happens behind the scenes of our mastermind. So l- drop me in chat or in the questions. Let me know you can hear us. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Tom. Thank you. All right. Great. We're so glad you're here with us today. All right. I heard Marcus for just a moment and he cut back out again. So let him know that you are on with us, you can hear us, and we are going to let you peek in and see just what happens at the mastermind.
You're getting comfortable
All right.
with charting platforms, you're getting
Yep.
comfortable with trading platforms. And so some of you have come up to me and you're talking about putting in some practice orders for AUPH. And if you're still learning how to navigate the platform and putting in demo trades and practicing, the order entry is important. But when we're transitioning to live trade and you're risking money on a trade and you're trying to grow your account, this is where I think you could be extremely picky on this one. And your rules, or just looking at it based on what we said, you might have a reason to roll this one out, period. But if you're on the fence and you're risking your account on a trade, being on the fence doesn't work for me. I say that when in doubt, stay out. It's better to wait for more opportunities. And I hear you can be so anxious to jump into a trade just because it's Monday, we want to be trading in front of everybody. And I know it's the same for you. I mean, I get excited on Monday morning. I'm ready for a new trading week, and I want to get into the market. But it's better to be patient and to wait. Let go. I'm always on to find opportunities. And so if I do something like this, I agree. It might have to move. The numbers might be solid, but if I see that it's really starting to range, and
Yeah.
I mean, this is where we had a couple of gaps that might not be a big deal, but that's one more, strike against it.
Right. All right. Let's take a look at our day trading, and all right, we're getting closer. So day trading crude oil here, looking at to get in at 52.12. And let's see what's happening there. So we also had one more stock coming up. So AUPH, pass on this one. RGLD, we'll talk about this in a moment, but let's maybe take a look at the third stock. Oh, we didn't have a third stock. Okay. Oh, Tia. Okay, it's only these two. Okay. So AUPH is out. So let's take a look at RGLD again. RGLD. Here we go. I don't know if the camera is mirrored and nobody can see this. Who knows, right? Okay. We'll see this. Yeah, no. I don't know. We'll find a different mic for that. Okay. RGLD with a fixed. This is important. Fixed position size, and the fixed position size was $10,000, right? So here we'll probably reduce it then to $1,000 if you're trading a smaller account. So, but this is what the numbers are. So, based on these numbers and what you see on the chart, who likes RGLD? Anybody likes RGLD? RI 102%, winning percentage 55%, profit factor 3.37. Who likes RGLD? Okay, Donald, Francesco, Bill. Okay, Peter. Yeah. I mean, based on these numbers and what we see here on the screen, it's not a bad one. So we could definitely give this a shot. You want to give it a shot this morning?
Sure. Like I was saying earlier, I think this is a deep we went pull up options.
There's nothing there. There's no options at this point for the stock that meet our criteria. One of the things also to consider right now with PowerX Analyzer, you might have noticed that over the past few weeks, there weren't many opportunities popping up, which is absolutely normal because right now it seems that the market is going into a transition phase. We are making new all-time highs pretty much every week, several times a week. This year, the Dow Jones already made what, 52 new highs, record highs? I mean, this is crazy. And this is what we're seeing right now, that volatility is extremely low. And I put my marker somewhere here. So we're going up, 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 up. But right now, as we're going up, the volatility in the markets is going down. So this is the volatility. And whenever the volatility is so low, I mean, you will see, we'll talk about volatility after trading here a little bit, because there's also some interesting ideas that you have tested around the volatility that we can just share here. At some point, we'll get a spike again. When we get a spike in volatility, it usually means that the market goes down. And this is what we're seeing right now, a complacency in the market, indicating that we might top out here and see a drop sometime soon. Well, we never know when it is. But as this happens, as the market is right now just going up on extremely low volatility, when we want to trade stocks according to PowerX Analyzer, we need volatility. We want a stock that is going up or down, up, and we're almost getting filled there. Yeah. So we want stocks that are going up or down, and right now they're just in a range. And this is when, well, with some of you, we discussed it over email. When in doubt, stay out, right? Right now, it is a tricky time to trade because we have the low volatility. For traders, low volatility is bad. What we want as traders is high volatility. Right now, this is good for the buy and hold investor, because the buy and hold investor right now, it's like, oh, everything is just fine, right? I mean, the market is going up. There's no crazy swings. Wait for it. It's gonna come. Wait for it. Oh, we didn't get filled? Not yet? Okay, we'll see. So this is why right now there are not as many trading opportunities, but traditionally, especially when we have 3 strong quarters, the last quarter of the year is actually the one where we see some action happening. And especially as we go into the end of the year, there's a lot of what we call the window dressing that the hedge funds do. You see a lot of craziness probably in the last week of 2017. And here's why. So the big hedge funds, if they're sitting on a losing position, there's a possibility that their investors can write this off as taxes. However, you have to realize the loss in 2017. Now, this is where they might say, you know what, shoot, for tax purposes, we would like to realize the loss because it's a losing position, but overall we like the stock, so we want to keep the stock. So this is what they do then in the last week of 2017, they are selling the stock that they can realize the loss and then immediately buy it back on the first of the year. So this is where there's a lot of trading activity in the last quarter usually happening, because obviously they don't want to wait until the week after Christmas to do all this. But right now there might be already some shifting that's usually happening the week after Thanksgiving. It starts that they're shifting their portfolios, rebalance their portfolios, and that's actually pretty interesting. All right, so here we did kiss 52.12 a few times, but with limit orders, it is according to the FIFO principle, meaning first in, first out. So we had our order in the market, but right now there was 85 other orders. Might be a little bit difficult in the back to see, but here there's a number that says 84. Our order is one of them, and whoever is first gets filled first. Congratulations, markets are opening. Yes, it is 8:30, so we also need to take a look at binaries right now, that we are sending out the binary signals here. Now the binary signals, this is where we had the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and Wall Street. And Markus is quick here in sending those out. We already did the crude oil one earlier. So right now, we will place the one for the S&P, and I'm going to write this down here as the next one that we have right now. So we already had one. So the next binary is binary ES. By 53 at 59 or lower. Okay. And it seems that we are also getting filled in CL. So there's a lot going on right now. In CL, let me just quickly double check, but we should have our profit target and stop loss. Yep, it's in the market, so we can focus on this here. That's a beautiful thing because we can put it on autopilot. So that's the S that is getting out right now. Do we also have? Yep. Okay. Okay, so we also have binary YM. I'm writing it down on here as well.
By the 23,260.
Say again, by?
20 again, 23,260.
Yeah.
$23,260 is 73 or lower.
At 73 or lower. Good. Now, it's fascinating that you see it right now. Yes! We're out of crude oil here as well. So we made money in crude oil. And you see, this is what happens with trading. For 30 minutes, we're sitting there, we're chit-chatting, and we're wondering what's going to happen here, right? And then boom, boom, boom. You have binaries flying in. Right now, we also should take care of RGLD. So we'll take care of this in a moment. Crude oil right then when we had the binaries. So this is when for 2 or 3 minutes there's action, and now for the next hour we might just be sitting there, right? So we'll see, but this is how trading is. So don't get lulled in and say, oh, I'm going to step away right now and take a coffee or grab a coffee. I mean, so it worked out really well. The crude oil trade works. The binaries are coming out right now. I'm getting the text messages here. Very cool. So ES already came through. And you send the YM? Okay, ES is processing. Did we get filled on any of the NADEX? So we'll look it up here real quick. No, not yet. Cool. So we have the NASDAQ. This will be the last one then that could possibly trigger. And we still, since we are in our trading time, we still keep trading crude oil, and right now our entry is at 52.05. So we'll see that's our next entry here at 52.05. All right, and then we also need to go to RGLD. Yeah, I'll authorize you. Oh. Oh, we can do it on fixed. What do you have coming up for fixed? How many shares?
No, I'm saying.
All right, I'm just authorizing the logging into the account. And we'll talk about brokerage as an account. That's not the one. Rock 2017 is the right one, but you have GM. Oh,
I don't have the other one.
Oh, you can use this one.
Okay.
Just use this one. That's fine. All right, cool. So let's see. Are you keeping an eye on questions in coffee? Okay, good. Good. All right. So this is being sent out. Looking at crude oil, and also I have to authorize Mark to log into my account. Interactive Brokers has this very interesting security concept. So you can either request a card. It's actually a card with a bunch of numbers. And so what they say then, for security purposes, you do not only have to enter your username and password, but also a random number that you get from the cards. Now, the card is called when we were traveling and when we were parts of market trading my accounts. We have several accounts at Interactive Brokers. I believe there's 3 or 4 accounts. So this is where they also have the possibility that you can authenticate through your thumbprints on your phone, right? Through the fingerprint. However, it can only be tied to one phone. So when you're logging in, it's bringing up the authentication here on my phone. Do you need the password? I have it on a sticky note on my monitor at home. Good. Okay. Yeah. It's the one with that starts with GM, right? Yeah. Like good morning. All right. Okay. Good. So out of curiosity, besides Laura, did anybody take this crude oil trade? Anybody else? Pete, you did? Okay, did it work out for you? You did? Okay, good, fantastic. Good, okay. You got one earlier? Fantastic. We'll talk about this in a minute.
So there's a good question.
Yeah.
Omar, about this entry here. And so you did not get filled, right? Okay. So he has not been filled yet.
Okay.
Now, my plan is I'm always basing it on that entry signal, and I keep an order in the market until I get filled or until the bar closes higher. So in this situation for me, I would stay with it.
Yeah, okay. So quickly repeat, the question is, if you didn't get filled on this particular trade, so because we got filled, Laura got filled, Peter, you got filled, so Mark had the order in the market and did not get filled. So what do we do? And this is where, as long as this is still a valid entry, we keep the order in the market. So we keep it in, yeah, and maybe it's coming back, good. If not, then we miss the trade. Yeah, but for now, for you, it should still be the valid order at, what did we get in? At 52.12, I believe. Yeah, and just see if it wiggles around there at 52.12. And since we got filled, so we have our next order in at 52.05 right now. We also want to keep an eye on the NASDAQ just to see if we have possible boomerang trades, because now we are in our trading time here for boomerang trades between 9:30 and 11 Eastern time. Oh, I didn't see it. No, you. So NASDAQ, nothing right now, no boomerang trades there. So we keep focusing on crude oil trade. And then also we want to take the RGLD. Okay, how do we need to do the RGLD? Do I need to keep an eye on crude oil? I might write. Okay, position sizing. You know what? Let's just go with the $200 risk, and since it's around $3, so let's. And I'm putting this over there. Our 3 binary trades that are in the market. 1 winning trade thus far. Let me just bring this up here real quick. Okay. RGLD, our stop loss is 307. So our stop loss is 307, and overall, we want to risk $200. How many shares should we trade?
Hey, Markus, I don't want to change gears, but should we talk about the alternate trade order management?
In a minute. Just let's do this real quick. So how many shares should we trade? If the stop loss per share is 307 and we want to risk a total of $200, 65. So that's what we want to do then here in a minute. But yeah, we'll we'll go over here and talk about the alternate trade management here in a second. So to make sure, how do we do on time? Okay, coffee with Markus. I want to close it here because it's also pretty difficult to understand you. So we'll be back here tomorrow morning. Hope you had a great time. I can't even see myself. I hope that you could see something, anything. So anyhow, let me just come over here for a second. So for those of you who are on here, fantastic. Thanks for tuning in here this morning. As you can see, lots of excitement. So we'll see you again tomorrow morning. All right. Have a good one.